guys, welcome back to Spooky Witches UK. Let me just adjust this slightly. There we go. Before I get into today's video, I need you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. I only need like 65 more subs and then I've reached my goal of 100. So please share as much as you can. So in today's video that I'm going to be sharing with you whilst I look like a pile of shit, basically, I'm going to be talking about the serial killer David, son of Sam Berkowitz. So it's slightly different from my normal broadcast that I would usually share with you. But yeah. So David was born as Richard David Falco to an impoverished Jewish mother on June the 1st, 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. He was adopted when he was just a few days old by a Jewish couple who owned a Jewish American hardware store named Nathan and Pearl Berkowitz. He was apparently a very smart child who seemed personally troubled, and he had a very close relationship with his mother, so when she died when he was just a teenager, he had a very hard time accepting that she died. At the age of 18, Berkowitz enlisted into the military, into the US Army, and went on to serve in South Korea, where he excelled at being a proficient marksman. Now, in 1974, Berkowitz came back to the States after leaving the army and decided to get a job as a letter sorter for the US Postal Service. He settled into an apartment in Yonkers, and his neighbours and co-workers had described him as a bit of a loner who only ever really kept to himself. Now, 2 years later, on the 29th of July, Berkowitz started his killing spree. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because this story is about to go fast. Sadly, his first two victims were Jody Valenti and Donna Luria. And they were sitting in Valenti's car outside of Loria's home when Berkowitz shot at them, killing Loria and injuring Valenti. Now, a few months down the line, Berkowitz was added again. He spotted another couple sat in a car and fired at them, which resulted in the male victim having a massive injury to his skull. Then, in November of that year, he fired again at two teenage girls that were walking home, leaving one a paraplegic. The police, however, didn't connect them these crimes together, so they had no idea they were being done by one guy. Now, in January of 1977, this is when the police finally managed to put everything together. So Berkowitz, again, shot at another couple, sat in a car. He approached Christine Frund and her fiancé, and Berkowitz shot twice, hitting Christine in the head, which later proved to be fatal. Now, because Berkowitz had used the same weapon for each crime, which was a .44 caliber, he was named the .44 caliber killer. However, this was later changed to the son of Sam. Now, that March, Berkowitz had killed a college student named Virginia Voskorichin when she was walking home after class. He then went on to approach another couple in a parked car, Valentina Serrani and Alexander Esau, but this time he left a letter at the crime scene addressed to the chief of, well, the NYPD captain, Joseph Borelli. Now, in this letter, Berkowitz had referred to himself as the son of Sam for the very first time, and this streak continued with Berkowitz. He would leave letters close by to his victims for the police to find, as if taunting them that they hadn't managed to catch him yet. And because of this, the media coverage was worldwide. And Berkowitz relished in the spotlight. However, his last and final crime happened in the early hours of the morning on July 31st, 1977, in Brooklyn. Berkowitz shot at Stacy Moskowitz and Bobby Violante. Yeah. Stacy unfortunately died later from the injuries she'd sustained, and Bobby ended up blind in one eye and losing most of his vision in the other. However, luck had struck on the police when a witness had noticed something that would help them later on crack the case. So at the scene of the final shooting, a witness had said that they'd seen a man drive off in a car that had a parking ticket on it. Now, only a few tickets had been issued that day, and one of them had been for Berkowitz. So on the 10th of August 1977, the NYPD finally arrested him. And as they were taking him into custody, he said, and I quote, "Well, you got me." Like he was expecting it. Now, during questioning, Berkowitz said that he had been commanded to kill people by his neighbour Sam Carr, who had sent him messages via his demon-possessed Labrador. Now, due to the nature of his bizarre claims, Berkowitz underwent several psych evaluations, but was declared competent enough to stand trial. Now, as well as the 6 murders, he was also on trial for 1,500 fires that he had set all over New York. He was handed 6 25 to life sentences, and he still remains in jail to this day. Since his arrest, he has retracted his claim about his demon-possessed dog, saying that it was all a hoax, just a silly hoax. He also made claims that he was part of a violent cult who had helped him do the killings. Now, this obviously caused the police to open an investigation to look into these claims. However, this was suspended due to lack of sufficient evidence. And although he has been up for parole several times, he has been denied every time, and he has been serving time in the Shawangunk Correctional Facility. His last parole date was set for 2018, I believe it was, but as far as I'm aware, he's still locked up. There's nothing really to say what caused him to go on these killing sprees. He just, as he claimed, he was commanded to kill people. Whether that was actually by the neighbour or by his demon-possessed dog that he later retracted, I don't know. But there was no evidence of a cult being involved from what I've found. However, it is a strange one because, like I said, there was no reason for him to go off on this killing spree. And my heart goes out to all those families who had to suffer because of him. But yeah, that is it from me today, guys. I know it's not my usual video, and I know it's quite short, but I thought I would do something different. And I have taken the suggestion on board that was left in my comments to play a game called Phasmophobia. I've been watching gameplay of it. One of my friends, Jamie, she currently plays it. And it's something that we will be playing together as well as me playing it on my own. At first, it will be the first scary game for my new scary game series, which will be up within the next few weeks. But yeah, I love you all, and until next time, stay spooky, witches. Bye!